What's going on, UFC fans? It's UFC Critic. It's been a while. I just felt, well, first of all, first things first here, it's good to be back. It was a lot of big events in the past few months. I started grad school in the fall, so I have really been under the gun and really busy. Hard to get time to get one of these videos out, but really felt compelled due to the recent news that Jon Fitch has been released from the UFC, and also Josh Koscheck will be after his next fight, I believe, and two other guys, I forget who they were, Christian Wellish, I think, and one other guy. But fact of the matter is, this is getting ridiculous, and what we all need to say now is we need to step back and we need to look at 4 years ago, I believe it was, when Tito Ortiz took a stand, and we all sat there and said Tito's a whiner, he's a complainer, he's scared of Chuck, he's a jerk, and another spoiled athlete, and we all looked and thought that. And I think it's becoming more and more evident that we all owe Tito Ortiz a huge apology. You can say Tito's a whiner. Okay, Tito's a whiner. Randy Couture a whiner? Jon Fitch a whiner? Koscheck may be a kind of a whiny guy, kind of a jerk, but he's a wrestler. I mean, that guy works hard. He's no whiner. He's a worker. And basically what it comes down to is these guys don't want to sign their whole lives away, their whole identity away, which is what they have to market themselves. They're not going to be in fighting forever, and they don't make a lot of money. So marketing is how they're going to make money. Video game sales. Their image, their likeness is how they're going to make money when they're in their 40s and they can't fight anymore. So what we've got now is an out-of-control beast, which is the UFC, an owner or president, Dana White, who just has this antiquated kind of, tough guy mentality. And everything, by the way, that Tito Ortiz said about him was right. Dana totally wants to be a fighter. He totally, he's got this, fuck this guy, fuck that guy. You know what? Dana White, he needs to shut his mouth, because he's going to say something to the wrong guy, and he's probably going to catch one in the eye by one of those UFC guys, because he thinks he's a UFC fighter, but he's not. What he is a power-hungry, punch-drunk jerk-off at this point. And I've gotten to the point, along with a lot of other fans, that are just sick of it. We're sick of Dana White. We're sick of the way fighters are treated. It's very much similar to in the WWE, where guys don't have a union, so they have no job security. They're just contracted workers, and they can be taken out back and put a slug in the head when they're done. And Dana White doesn't care about the fighters. He cares about the fighters who are just basically going to do what he says and not fight back, like guys like Chuck, no offense to Chuck. And until there's a union, it's really not a sport. Unfortunately, what we're seeing is, and all due respect to Brock Lesnar, he fought a great fight, congratulations to him, but when you can walk in on your second fight and get a world heavyweight title fight because you were in the WWE and that's how you made your name, it's just ridiculous to me. And until there's some kind of a ranking system, it's hard to call the UFC a sport. It's really not a sport. If you think the BCS is bad, the UFC way of ranking fighters is ridiculous. Machida doesn't have a title shot yet, so go figure. But really just making this video, voicing my displeasure as a big UFC fan and as a, just an observer of what's going on here. And when you got guys like Jon Fitch basically telling you your contract demands are screwed up, maybe you need to listen. Jon Fitch is a top 3 or 4 welterweight in the world, and now he's going to end up in affliction because your ego gets the better of you. I mean, what it comes down to, the Fertittas need to do something, because the Fertittas seem to be the much more rational, logical men, as opposed to Dana White, excuse me. But any comment you guys have, any ideas you have? I can't wait for UFC, 93, the Ultimate 2008. It's just a stacked card, unbelievable. so many great fights. I'm going to make a video for that in the next few days, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight I'll put one up. But honestly, this is just, it's out of control, and hopefully more and more fighters start standing up for themselves, seeing what's going on, because if all the fighters stand up for themselves and all the fighters say that, you know, we need to form some kind of a union, we need to figure this out where we can't be fired because we don't sign video game rights away, then what is Dana going to do? So with that said, that's my little rant there, and I will definitely, absolutely be back for the Ultimate 2008 predictions and onward after that. So thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Actually, have a good Thanksgiving. Take it easy.